Good morning guys, how are you? Today we are in the beautiful Karkori, right? And I'm vlogging with my new phone, my new second phone, OnePlus 11. Can you hear me right? So I'm not sure if I'm using the microphone here. Is it working? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's switch off the video just now just to see if the microphone was working or not. What about now? Can you hear me guys? I'm still trying to see if the microphone is working properly. Can you hear me guys? I hope so. Hello guys, so it looks like the microphone is working, or at least the audio was perfect anyway, so we'll just keep it rolling. And yeah, so today is a beautiful day here in Karkori, and I thought, well, I better leave the house and go for a nice walk, get a little bit of vitamin D. Yes, as you can see, today is a really wonderful morning. And I have to say, this OnePlus 11 is very good for videos. It's amazing. You can see how it automatically puts me on focus, and so this is quite wonderful. It's not common in 4K videos, not even the other phone that I have, the one that starts with a G. I'm not gonna call his name, otherwise it's gonna activate, it's gonna wake up, right? So the G7 Pro doesn't put you on focus automatically. It can only do it if you're shooting 1080p video, and it's called cinema mode or something like that. So if you choose that kind of video, is gonna put you on focus, otherwise not gonna do that. While the OnePlus 11 in 4K videos, it automatically puts you on focus, which is quite amazing. And look at the view here guys, look at that. How's that? Not too bad, eh? You know, here people in Fife, even people from Karkori, they are quite, when they talk about Karkori, they're always a little bit negative, like if it was ugly or something. You know, I don't see that way. I like it, you know, from a nature point of view, from a landscape point of view. It's beautiful, you know. All of Fife, you know, and Scotland in general is beautiful, you know. There are downsides, but that has to do more with, you know, poverty and ignorance. That there's plenty of it in Scotland, unfortunately, and in Karkori too. But I mean, not that poverty as something ugly by itself. It's just that some people who happen to be, maybe they are poor as well, I don't know, they also behave in a way that is a little bit unrespectful of other people, you know, like my neighbors. But thanks God, and literally thanks God or the universe, you know, most of them are away. They are either dead, they either moved away, or, you know, there's not many bad neighbors left. Actually, speaking of neighbors, I still need to invite one of my neighbors for a pizza. I promise him, and hopefully we will go for a pizza. Maybe even today, why not? I told him that we were going to Dunfermline. Yeah. So yeah, it's a magical day, and I love this phone. I hope the microphone is working, and yeah. So what I want to tell you guys is that I'm quite happy because the universe sent us this lady called Laura, and she's like a social worker in Italy, and she's gonna help my wife to submit the documents to the questura, which is the police station. And that is a wonderful news, because everybody is asking me when your wife will join you here in Scotland, but actually we need to settle in Italy first. Okay. Hiya. Morning. So guys, what I want to tell you, so basically my wife's permit is about to expire, and we are applying, of course, to renew it, but this time it's gonna be a stronger permit. It's gonna be a family permit for Italy, and it's gonna be valid for Europe, hopefully, and it's gonna last 5 years. But it's gonna be once it's renewed, it's gonna be like forever or something like that, and it's gonna be very easily renewed. You don't have to show anything. You just have to be there in Italy and renew it. That's it. And once we have that document, it's gonna be easier for my wife to my wife and my son, of course, to come here. Okay, because now we have a son, so hopefully it's gonna be easier in general, to allow them to come here, from a UK perspective, Hopefully it's gonna be easier. But I remember that when UK refused our application for my wife to come here, we didn't have Brian at the time, but they actually they answered me saying that that because we didn't have the European family permit, that was one of the reasons why they didn't approve our request. If we had that kind of permit, it would have been a lot easier for them to approve us. Okay, so yeah, my God, it's a gorgeous day, and today I thought, why not going to visit one of the beautiful towns on the coast, maybe on the other coast over there, like North Berwick, or what's the other going down, I can't remember. There are beautiful towns on the coast and beautiful fishing villages. But I said to myself, this is still the time of me being like the Count of Monte Cristo. Is it Count in English, the name for Conte? Count, I think so. Anyway, so this is the time for me to stay put, to be careful of the money I'm spending, not spending too much time outside, yes, the petrol, there's no reason for me to spend too much in petrol or consume the car, because every time you make long drives, they are consuming the car. I don't know what is the proper word, but you understand, the brakes and the engine oil and stuff like that, and all the other components of the car, they're gonna be slowly consumed and damaged. So you better stay put, I said to myself, and enjoy. At the end of the day, I have the fortune, I'm lucky enough to live in a beautiful place, and even though I'm often walking the same path, right, there's nothing wrong with that. This is a time to stay put, I say to myself. Now this phone of mine, smartwatch of mine just vibrated, so that means that probably I walked the first kilometer or something, I think so, or kilometer. I honestly don't remember where the accent goes in English. I will say kilometer, right? Anyway, look, there is a low tide today, and it's beautiful, isn't it? I love it. Would be nice also to swim, actually, with this beautiful sun. I didn't want to push it because last time I went for a walk in the cold, I actually got a cold, literally. So yeah, I'm not invincible, I'm not Superman, so I better be careful with how I treat myself. And yeah, so as I said, it's a beautiful day, and we are testing this beautiful phone, which is the OnePlus 11. But I have to say, there is some downside with this phone, with the OnePlus 11. Basically, when I was in Italy and I started to shoot photographs with it, to my son, to us as a family, and the first picture that I got of the three of us, I shot like 3 or 4 pictures of us as a family, and all of them, they came out with a defect. Basically, around my eye there was like a little white spot. I don't know what it was, if it had to do something with the light, the reflection that the eyes can produce. I don't know, but I've never seen anything like that with Google. I hope I'm not gonna wake him up. Anyway, so yeah, I've never seen an issue like that with the other phone. Okay, guys, so let me put you in standby, guys, 1 second. Yeah, so there was somebody walking, so I didn't want to look crazy and keep filming while the guy was next to me, and so what I can say, that this phone does good photos, it does, but as Marquez said, Marquez is the biggest, or one of the biggest, maybe is either the first or the second tech reviewer in the world, Marcus Brownlee. I watched his review of this phone, and I remember that he said something like, I have to take multiple pictures of one subject to make sure that at least one of them is good. It's exactly the same way I feel about this phone. You better take multiple pictures when you're because to be honest, G7 Pro, when I say G, you know what I mean, the big guy, big company, the search engine, okay, the G7 Pro, it is better when taking photos, or at least you can rely more, because that once you have taken the photo, the G7 Pro is gonna edit the photo automatically. It's gonna put something in it that is gonna make the photo look like beautiful. Okay, the photo is gonna be beautiful just because of the very good editing that the system that the G7 Pro editing system is gonna apply to it. Okay, it's gonna make it look beautiful, right? And that's it. Okay. So in terms of photos, as I said, the phone, it delivers good quality pictures, yes, but it's not as good as the G7 Pro. But video speaking, it's amazing. I love it. And it also can shoot in 8K, which the G7 Pro can't do. Although I've never used the 8K, and I don't know if I'm gonna use it. Maybe I'm gonna try just to see the difference. But to be honest, I'm not gonna shoot in 8K because the space is gonna take. It's not enough for the phone. Plus, I think when you then upload your videos in YouTube, they're not gonna. You don't even have the possibility of see the video in 8K. The maximum quality is 4K. It's not 8K. So there's really no need of this 8K. Plus, a video in 4K, I mean, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. So, you don't see... Actually, even, with this light, even a video in 1080p on a phone would be amazing. So, that's it. I'm hearing some banging. You, guy, you need to stop banging. What are you banging for? Are you protesting or something? Yeah. So, guys, then I want to talk about my placement. Yeah, so it has finished, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, but still, I mean, at the end, the placement that really bothered my mental health, is, I mean, I'm strong, so I survived. And at the end, the nurse, the mentor, she really gave me trouble, honestly. At the end, she said that I passed the placement. She told everyone, from the uni, there was like there was one professor from the uni and one other kind of middle person, and she told them, she told me, we were like in a meeting, Sam has been very good, he has improved, so he's passing the placement, I'm passing, this is a pass, I'm not failing him anymore, stuff like that. But at the end, when I go on Touras, last day she sent me this development plan where it says that I didn't achieve the objectives, and so I write it and I because I'm stupid, I saw it in the night and I approved it. I shouldn't have approved it because I knew that I passed it. So why did she say that I didn't achieve the objectives, right? So then I write it and I say, why did you do that? Why didn't you approve the objective if you said that I passed the placement? And she didn't know. She said, oh, it must be a mistake, and don't worry, I will complete all the other stuff that I need to complete, because it's not the only stuff. Like, she need to approve. She still, after 2 weeks, or I don't know how long, that the placement has finished, she still needs something that she had to do even before the placement was finishing. Anyway, she still needs to approve my final attendance record and some other parts of what is called the EPAD, and yeah. So this lady has been really a nightmare to me. Okay, now somebody is coming, so let's stop it just now, and I'll keep talking in a few seconds. Yeah, so yes, so I'm just glad that the placement is finished and I don't have to deal with this lady anymore. At the end, she wasn't signing anything on my iPad, but then I went to speak in front of her, It was like not the last day, the day before of the last day, right, of the placement. So I told her, look, I know I'm passing, you told me, that's good, but you know, we still need to sign something on the iPad. You know, it's important, it's vital for me. The university is the only thing the university is gonna look at. You know, they don't care if you say I pass. You need to prove it, you need to put it into a record, you know, you need to record it, right? So, and she says, yeah, don't worry, it takes a few seconds, don't worry. So when she said don't worry, you know, since it was the placement would have been finished the next day, you know, so I go to the charge nurse, which apparently is the only person that she respects, that she's afraid of, I don't know, or maybe not even her, I don't know. So I go there and I say, look, I'm finishing tomorrow, I don't have anything signed, right? What's good? I mean, so after that, the mentor, she goes on what is called Turas, this website, and she starts to sign, you know, a few proficiencies and stuff like that, platforms, you know. So she does have something, and at the end of it, I even said, I was like, you know, about to cry of happiness, of joy, because I really thought she was going to leave everything blank, you know, because the kind of threats that I received were about, you know, not having anything signed, you know, like I was doing bloods on my own, you know. She trusted me that I was good enough, but until the very end she said, I'm not gonna sign you off for your bloods, you know. Being a student nurse, I don't know if with other universities better, but you know, when you go on placement, you can really be unlucky and end up with some, you know, I can't say too much because I don't know who's gonna watch this video, right? But yes, you could be unlucky and end up in the hands of a sociopath, you know. And she knows she is, because she's been talking. I'm not saying her name. So, you know, the last 2 days she's been laughing about the fact that she's got multiple personalities, and you know, and she has been the one, nobody said it, she is the one that was laughing about it. And yeah, sometimes she can be funny, but the problem is we can laugh, we can smile, we can have a good time. By the end of the day, you're kind of a sociopath. You shouldn't be around students, because you can teach something about nursing. You can teach, yes, you can teach 2 or 3 things about nursing. I can grant you that. But at the end of the day, you still need to be a nice person. Even, you know, it's even more important than teaching stuff. Be a nice person to your students. Be a nice person, because I'm 37 years old and I'm strong, you know, I've been in the military, I've done multiple experiences, I've been abroad in different countries, you know. I mean, there's people that have lived more than me, that's for sure, but you know, I know that if I don't become a nurse, you know, who cares? But the problem is, this is my 3rd year, right? I've been studying, I've been doing a lot of sacrifices for my family. I know, you know, I didn't travel as much as I wanted. I didn't see my wife and my son as much as I wanted. You know, I've been studying, I've been passing exams. You come and you're gonna ruin my dream, you know, all these sacrifices. For what? For what? It's because I'm not good, or it's because you're a sociopath? Maybe both. Surely there's something off with you, okay? And you know, the fact that you're still not completing the stuff on Turas, knowing that I'm waiting for it, you know, that tells you how how you don't care, and you should care, because I didn't choose you as my mentor. You chose yourself, or somebody in your world chose yourself. I think that you chose yourself somehow. But I don't know if it's the age, I don't know what it is. You're not, there's something off with you. That's we can say it. We can say it. We can say it out loud, As I said, you're a good nurse. You can teach 2 or 3 things about the job, that's for sure. But at the same time, there's something of your character, that is a little bit off. The way you treat the Indians, come on. The way you treat the Indian colleagues. Even the other mentor, the last day, I think he started to be nice with me as well, because in front of me you treated him like shit. He's a foreigner as well. He's a Filipino guy, right? You treated him like shit in front of me. In front of me, at the end, he said, some is good, some has learned a lot of stuff, some is better, some is improved, blah, blah, blah. I know why. He must have felt terrible. He must have felt, look, she's treating me like shit. Imagine how she's treating him, the student, foreigner with an accent, with an English that is not perfect, Anyway, I hope there's nobody behind me. I don't know if there is. And so look at that. Look how beautiful this place is. So yes, I survived this difficult period. Well, if I have to mention some good aspects of the placement, I did learn a few things. I did learn, bloods and cannula. Yes, a cannula, I still need to practice it a little bit more, but compared to when I started, I'm a lot better now. Like before, I didn't know where to put my hands, and now I actually can put a cannula in place. I just need to make it perfect to improve the technique and stuff like that, to make sure it doesn't issue stuff like that, and yeah. So what I want to tell you guys is that it has been a good placement in terms of learning and stuff, but very hard psychologically, and it's not finished. Because she didn't sign everything she was supposed to sign, she didn't complete it, and also because she sent me this development plan where I didn't achieve the stuff I was supposed to achieve. You understand that? It's not good. She will have to change it or delete it and do it another one. I don't know what she's gonna do. And there is this one professor from the uni and this other middle lady. I want to say middle man, but she's not a man, so middle lady, middle woman, that they are supposed to be in contact with this mentor and help her to finish what apparently she finds impossible to finish. But this lady, and that's why I'm telling you that she's a little bit of a weird character. She's acting like an old lady now. That is the time to sign these things and finish these things on the iPad, right? She's like acting like, oh, I don't know, like it's not clear if she doesn't want to do it or she's not able. I don't know, but she was smart enough actually to go and see my past experiences, my past placements. Sorry guys, I'm feeling very hot. I'm kind of and she was smart enough to do that. So she's not really, she cannot really play the card, oh, I'm old, I don't know what to do, help me. There's something off about her. you know. And yes, you know, she's a person that started as a cleaner, she says, you know, and in the hospital, and I can see that, like, you know, that she's not, she's never got her degree. She told us she never got her degree of nursing. Oh, sorry guys, the microphone. Okay, 1 second. Microphone is there, so wait me there 1 second. Okay guys, I'm back. So what I wanted to tell you is this. Yes, basically I had this experience. Oh, I was saying that the lady, you know, she started as a cleaner and worked her way up to the top. Like, she became this nurse, and one of the most important nurses in the world, right? But you know, she never got the degree. She's, you know, as you know, of course, nursing became a degree not long time ago. I don't know, maybe 20 years ago or 15 or 10. I'm not sure exactly when nursing became a university course. Okay, she's never done that. Okay, and why am I saying this? It's because you know, I grew up, you know, knowing that some people are ignorant, you know, but the thing is, how can I say this? Some people are ignorant, and sometimes this ignorance is like a behavioral ignorance, so they treat people like shit. Sometimes they are ignorant because they don't know stuff, right? And sometimes the two things go together. Okay. Sometimes the two things go together. And in her case, so maybe I got mixed up a little bit in this in this thing that I'm trying to say. So if you understood that I'm saying that people who are uneducated are ignorant in the way that they're gonna treat people like poo, no, you got it wrong. But what I'm trying to say is that I think that yes, that when you are more educated, there is a higher chance that your manners, at least your manners, are going to be more clean. They are going to be more you are going to have manners, or more manners, or you are going to, there is a higher chance. I'm sorry guys, I need to hone my English, I need to improve my English. Anyway, just follow my train of thoughts, right? Yes, so basically in her case, this lady, right, she's a non-educated nurse, right? And she knows it. She started as a cleaner. There's nothing wrong to start as a cleaner. You know, that shows you your will, your extreme will of achieving things, which is admirable. We all have to learn. I have to learn from you, from that point of view. But what I want to say is that, I don't know, you really look like a person that treat people like poo, especially if they're foreigners, especially if they don't speak a perfect English like you do. I mean, she speaks a dialect, like with a very thick accent. I'm not gonna say which accent, of course, but she does, of course. She does speak with an accent. And she told me from the beginning, maybe sometimes you will not understand me, because I do speak with a thick accent, you know. Anyway, what I want to tell you guys is that, yeah, like today I've been very lucky. Look at them. Even though I'm complaining as usual, I'm moaning as usual, and I should learn not how to do that, but it's, you know, it's like my way to, you know, to unload, you know, my emotional luggage, my emotional weight, you know, I'm unloading it on you, with you guys, you know. And maybe there's some people interested. I don't want to cancel this, you know. Sometimes I'm worried, you know, hey, what if this video end up in her hands or stuff like that, you know, or in the hands of other students or professors, or I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to put it in the title that I'm going to talk about the placement, I don't know. But you know, it has been a big struggle, you know, it has been a big struggle. Look at that, guys. Tell me if it's not beautiful, all these rocks, big rocks with the sea, you know. I'm walking this path, you've probably seen it hundreds of times, you know, with me walking here, you know, shooting videos. You've seen it before, but you know, it's always beautiful, you know. And the fact that I live here, you know, I don't have to take a train or move my car. I can just look at the robin there, the robin birds. Beautiful, eh? Okay guys, yeah, so I had this awful experience, and as I said, it was not entirely awful because I learned a lot. And I had another student with me, a very, very good girl, a very good girl. I don't want to name her name so that people cannot trace, you know, the word and the nurse that I was talking about. But yeah, she was a lovely girl. She really helped me emotionally. When I was seeing her, she would help me, you know, emotionally, psychologically, you know, siding with me. And she had the same mentor at the beginning, but she managed to escape from her, you know. She realized that this mentor wouldn't follow her at all. She wouldn't sign her timesheets. So she asked for another mentor, and she was given one. And we thought at the beginning that this nurse liked me and she was going to follow me, and you know, we had that kind of perception. So we were even laughing about it. We were saying, oh, look, I'm her favorite, you know, you are the, you know, not wanted daughter or something, you know. We were having these kind of jokes, you know. And at the end, actually, she managed to find this, you know, these very good mentors, these other two beautiful mentors. And while myself, I got stuck with this lady, you know. And anyway, so yeah, what I have to tell you guys, it has been hard, and I'm so lucky that this finished. I'm so happy that it's finished. And you know, as you can see, I'm a little bit more relaxed now. I can get to walk on a sunny morning, you know, to Kinghorn. Ah, fucking hell, Sam, wake up. Sorry guys. No, I'm sorry to have been swearing, but the path is all wet, and of course, and my jumper went right into the mud. So anyway, okay guys, so yeah, so hopefully, you know, hopefully what I'm hoping for is that I'm gonna receive the news. I'm gonna see on this website that things have changed, things have been fixed, that she signed everything off, that I can relax. This is my hope. But you know, I have to be strong, and even if these things don't happen, you know, some the Stoic philosophy, don't worry about things that you can't control, that are not in your power. Just you know, try to fix whatever you can be in control of, and that's it. You are the master. Look at that, guys. Jesus, just look at that. Just look at that, guys. This is paradise. This is heaven. This is heaven. This is a winter autumn morning. Look at that. There is a seagull flying over the sea. Oh Jesus, God, thank you. universe, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this. You know, I didn't have to take the train. I didn't have to move myself too much and waste petrol to enjoy this beautiful landscape, this beautiful scenery. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's beautiful. Honestly. Anyway, guys, yeah. So, this is what it is, guys, eh? You understand? I hope so. Good. Okay, guys, I have activated a AI feature now. So let me know. Oh, sorry, I banged on the selfie stick. Let me know if you see any improvements or what's the opposite of improvements? Or if it's getting worse, or if it's the video is getting worse. Anyway, remind me to look for the opposite of improvement. In Italian, what will be in Italian? Miglioramenti, peggioramenti. I don't know if in English there is a word for peggioramenti. Is there? I don't know. Okay, so, yeah. You see, guys, this big block of cement. Do you see it? They put it here because this path, you see it, right, is on a higher level, right? So it was going down, it was collapsing. And I want to say that recently I refused to, I could have, you know, the possibility of inherit a house, you know, shared with my cousin. I mean, he would have he would have had the bigger part of this house, and I would have had just one little apartment, which was good for me, you know, also because they did all the work, all the, you know, they put the lawyers, they put, you know, they made a big effort, you know, to make sure the house was rebuilt, you know, from the earthquake and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But I basically, at the end, you know, my father called me and said, you know, do you really want it, you know, because, you know, there is, you know, do you really want it? And I said, I thought, you know, my house, this house is gonna be right under a cliff, under a cliff of earth, of how can I say it, like yeah, kind of sandy kind of earth, you know. And it went down in the past, it collapsed, pieces of this cliff, they collapsed. So I thought, you know, when I look at the news and I see people whose houses are being flooded, and people, you know, they ended up, you know, dead because of the flood or because of these natural, you know, disasters, right? I think, you know, if you, oh, what happened here? Somebody must have lost their life. This is not good. I'm gonna Google it. Oh, I am not supposed to say the word. Anyway, sorry guys. Otherwise, you know, it gets activated. But thanks God, I don't have internet on that phone, theoretically, so that's good. So as I was saying, you know, I see the news of people losing their houses, losing their life, losing their siblings, their family members, you know. And I say to myself, you know, like, if I could choose to where to live, you know, would I choose to live next to a river? Would I choose to live under a collapsing cliff? Even though they're gonna try to fix it, you know, I don't think you're gonna fix it entirely with, you know, with a little fence, or, you know, that's a big, you know, council job that you have to do there. Come on, it's like it's a government thing they have to do to fix a cliff, to make sure the cliff doesn't collapse. It's not just some, you know, metal fence, you know, like that one, you know. You cannot apply that fence on the cliff and You know that one day, hopefully not, touch wood, as they say in UK, we say touch metal in iron, actually, touch iron in English, in Italian we say, anyway. So you know that one day, touch wood, this is not wood, but let's touch iron, as they say in Italy, it could, hopefully not, but it could collapse, right? So do I really want to live overlooking at cliff? And so I said, these other family members, they put all the effort, they've put the money, they put lawyers, they put everything in place to save the house for their son, my cousin, and I say to myself, let's leave it to him, let's leave it all to him as well. I mean, he's gonna enjoy it, he's gonna have benefit from it by living in the house, maybe renting out the other apartments. I don't know what he's gonna do, and so yeah, I mean, I thought two birds with a stone. What do you say in English? Is it two birds with a stone? Like I think I made him happier knowing that he's got all the house and that, and also that if they need to spend money on it, they know they are gonna be the sole owners of the place, And this is Kinghorn. You've seen it many times, guys. It's always beautiful to land here after this walk, isn't it? It's quite nice, eh? Actually, I want to take a photo. Do you mind? Let me take a photo of it, right? So I was saying that yes, at the end I left the apartment to my cousin. So yes, hopefully, I hope one day we're gonna have nice lunches or dinners, and hopefully, even though it's not mine, he can invite us as family, as friends, and yeah, that's what I hope. And yes, I have a passion for little rocks, round rocks, I've got some rocks in the house that I found on different beaches. I can't even remember. I think some of them, they come from Ancona, they come from Porto Novo, Sirolo, all those beautiful beaches. And yeah, so if I see anything good, I'll take it, and yeah, different colors, I've got like some red, white, and also the glass that has been molded, by the sea. It becomes beautiful. It becomes like a jewel, like a green jewel. Anyway, you see here, it's beautiful, and I'm gonna keep walking, guys. And please remember, subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment down below, and all that usual stuff, YouTube stuff, and yeah, I think I'm gonna get a coffee. What do you think, guys? A nice takeaway cappuccino. Yeah, and I might even read The Lord of the Rings here. What do you think? Would be a good idea, eh? Nice cappuccino, a little bit of reading my book. That would be nice, eh? Anyway, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for listening to my long video, eh? I'm not gonna delete it because you know what happened, guys. Sometimes I say to myself, oh no, in that video I revealed too many things. Stop. Live your life, son. you've not mentioned anybody, you know, you've talked bad of people who deserve it, but at the same time you've not mentioned their name, you know. Of course, people who know me and people who know that person, if they know both of us, of course they know who I'm talking about, of course. You know, I think when you decide to treat a person badly, you also have the balls, you know, to take the backlash. Is that how you call it, backlash? You know, there's gonna be some kind of, you know, you are treating somebody with disrespect, with awful behavior. You're not signing, you know, all the stuff that are very, very important for the person. You are the only person who is supposed to do it. There's no other mentors. You are the one. You were the one. I'm saying you're the only mentor because the other mentor said that he wouldn't sign anything, that he was not allowed. I think he feared the other mentor. He feared the main lady, you know. That's why he didn't want to take charge of anything, you know. He didn't want to be responsible for anything because he knew that he wouldn't, you know, his role was just to agree with whatever decision the other main mentor would take about me. You get me? So anyway guys, what I want to do, I'm gonna have to find the path here, and let me close the video here, right? So I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, as I said, subscribe, and all the I want to say you know, I just put my foot in a pool of salty water. Anyway, okay guys, yeah, bye bye then now, okay? Actually, bye bye the new by Sam the Stoic, and see you soon in this channel, okay? Bye bye guys.